Did you know that the word secret comes from the word secretion? Let me share with you the most secret secretion of all. This here is the lunar calendar. These dates are showing when the moon is transiting over your sun sign. Today is January 27th, and I am an Aries sun sign, which means 2 days ago, there was a process that started, which is called the sacred secretion. This here is a representation of your chakra energy system, the Sushumna, which is your cerebral spinal fluid, and the Ida and Pingala, which also represents your Kundalini. The first seed is formed in the solar plexus of every individual, commencing at the age of 12, which we have designated as the age of puberty. Thereafter, it is formed every 29 and a half days. This taking place in each individual at the time of the month when the moon is in the sign which the sun was at the birth of the individual. That's that chart I showed earlier. So as you can see, as an Aries, it occurred January 25th and will occur again on February 22nd, 29 and a half days later, every month. Just like females have a menstrual cycle, I'm going to call this a Mensa cycle. Mind, period. The lunar cycle is talking about this gland. This is the pineal gland, which sits in the middle of your brain. And yes, it's glowing in the dark. Every 29 and a half days, the pineal gland produces an oil, which travels down your cerebrospinal fluid. Oil travels down your solar plexus chakra and forms into a seed. And then it continues traveling down into your sacral chakra where it parks itself. It sits there, basically dead, for 2 days. On the third day, it rises again. Sounds familiar. It then attempts to rise up our Ida and Pingala nerves, which is represented in the blue and red, and it has to pass the energy systems, the chakras. And if those are cleared, then it can continue and reach the pineal gland. And that's where the magic happens. When it makes its way all the way up to the brain, the pineal gland and the pituitary gland literally create an arc of light, and you've got the optic thalamus. It lights up. The eyeballs are actually eye bulbs. They're light bulbs. That's typically represented by a halo, like around Buddha's head or around Jesus Christ. So the word Jesus means seed, and the word Christ, KRISTOS, means oil. We must lift up, save, or raise this seed. It must be taken into the spinal cord, or in other words, be baptized of John. It must be anointed with oil. Remember, the seed is Jesus and the oil is Christ. And this is all going on in the spinal column. Okay, I'm going to have to make a part 2.